Huntech Pro is proudly brought to you by Treezyn, No Scent, Magnum Archery, Orpin Weapons, Wild Dog 4x4 Accessories, Oberhauser Taxidermy, Triple Point Outdoors, and Gun Rats.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Huntech Pro. Like you guys can see, we're at the airport. Beulah, where are we going?
To America. Again.
It's our annual trip to the United States and we are so excited. Mike Austin and the team from Treezyn has invited me and Beulah again, and we are so excited to see everybody. Beulah, where are we going in the United States?
So we are meeting up with Mike Austin with Treezyn, and then we'll be heading to Tennessee, Nashville, and then our final destination will be Ohio, and then we'll make our way back to Kentucky, and yeah, gonna do some traveling, but it's gonna be great. Some exciting things to come.
Yeah guys, it's gonna be another awesome adventure, and you're gonna see some familiar faces that you've seen throughout the season. So stay tuned and see what adventures we're gonna get up to.
We are incredibly fortunate to have the opportunity to travel to the US once again. The excitement of returning to a place that holds so many cherished memories is truly overwhelming. We're eagerly anticipating the joy of reconnecting with old friends, those familiar faces that have been part of our journey and growth. We're equally thrilled about the new experiences that await us. Meeting new friends, exploring unfamiliar places, and embarking on fresh adventures are all part of the journey we are looking forward to.
And we are back in the United States visiting our dear friends. This year we planned our trip to be around at the end of October to hit the rut in peak time so that we can go hit the rut in Ohio. And we have arrived here in the United States, finished with the customs and everything. Beulah, I'm so excited to be here.
Me too. I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks.
And guess who came to collect us at the airport? Mike Hemby.
Yeah, you guys picked me up at the airport in South Africa, so we had to do the same. I got a few treats for you inside the truck, some American gummies and candies, because I know you're all about that, Johan. So we're excited for you to be here. We're going to connect here with Mike in the next couple hours after we get some food, and then you guys will be on to your next journey.
Oh man, super awesome. Guys, yeah, now we're going to get the American cuisine again. We're going to show you probably Cracker Barrel, whatever. I don't know what Mike has planned for us, so let's see.
As we landed in Atlanta, our excitement soared when we saw Mike Hemby waiting for us at the airport. His warm smile and enthusiastic wave made us feel instantly at home. And he thought of everything and treated us to some of our favorite snacks and drinks to welcome us back.
Sorry. I don't know if you can see it. That building right there, that's my office.
Oh, that white building there?
Yep, I'm on the top floor of that, and you'll see the Braves Stadium.
Our first stop was Cracker Barrel for breakfast, a place that perfectly embodies Southern hospitality and comfort.
I can hear your shot.
You guys can look around. I'll go for soundtrack.
Oh, soundtrack.
Yeah, for like a record player.
We can just get that off.
What did you order, Mike?
Well, Beulah wanted beignets from Cracker Barrel, but you guys have never had fried pickles, so for breakfast we have fried pickles and beignets.
Yeah, and we've never been.
Sounds good.
The hearty meal and cozy atmosphere provided the ideal setting to catch up with Mike, shared laughs and savor delicious food.
Having a good time here with some of our old friends.
The day continued to surprise and delight us when Mike Hemby invited us to be guests on the In Seezyn podcast. The thought of joining hosts Mike Hemby and Holden Gilmer for an interview was thrilling.
Holden and I are here in Georgia, and we have some guests that literally flew 16 hours just to come see us today, all the way from South Africa. Huntech Pro is on U.S. soil for the second time, and Johan and Beulah are sitting here with us in Kennesaw, Georgia. Welcome.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us to join one of your episodes.
Yeah, we're super excited. You know, we Holden and I think everybody knows, we went to South Africa. We had a blast. We shot a lot of really cool animals. But all of that was because of Treezyn and Huntech Pro. So it was kind of cool for you guys to show us that hospitality, and now for us to do the same here. And
We were excited to share our experiences, discuss our travels, and engage in lively conversations with such dynamic hosts. Being part of their podcast was not only an honor, but also a fantastic opportunity to connect with their audience and share our journey. Whenever we visit, staying with Mike and Suzanne Austin is always a highlight of our trip. Their home is our home away from home, where we are taken care of with such kindness and warmth.
The first afternoon, Mike said we can go look for a buck, as rifle season just opened up in Georgia. So we took a drive around the property, and it wasn't long before we saw a buck standing nearby a lake. So we quickly got off the buggy and started our stalk towards this buck.
Surprised he's by himself. That big buck usually travels with that buck. I mean, you could kill that buck if you want to kill him. Somebody's gonna kill that buck. He's not huge, but he's a shooter. How big do you
I was so excited to see Whitetail again. I mean, we just landed here in the States and already I saw my first buck. Mike handed me his 300 Win Mag and we stalked a little bit closer. The scene was so perfect. You could see the reflection of the buck in the water as it was drinking water. But we decided to pass on this buck. As it was our first night, we thought we're going to get bigger bucks later on this trip.
They're along this way. Yeah. It'd be good to let him live, but somebody's gonna kill him. Huntech Pro is proudly sponsored by Trigger Cam, Carbon Core Arrows, Ultimo Group, Helver Rifles, Bullets, and Innovations, G2 Shop, and Nat Shoot. Huntech Pro's proud media partners are Game & Hunt Magazine and Arms and Wildlife.
A deer's nose is 1,000 times more powerful than the human nose. That means he will smell you way before you ever see him. No Scent is a 3-phase scent elimination system that destroys 100% of human odor. Our revolutionary enzyme formula works by fully encapsulating and by attacking and eliminating human odor particles. Our No Scent laundry pods, hair and body wash, and field spray will take 100% of the stink out of you. No Scent. Hunt undetected.
Get any and all of your Wild Dog 4x4 products today.
Visit www.wilddog.co.za and become part of the pack.
Mike and Suzanne arranged a house party for us. But it was also the Rugby World Cup final between South Africa and New Zealand. Mike knew how big passion rugby was in my life, so he took out a big screen outside to put up the rugby final so we could watch it. But there was also a TV for the guys to watch the Bulldogs playing their game.
Mike treated us to an unforgettable American-style braai, a true testament to the saying that everything is done bigger and sometimes better in the States. The aroma of grilled meats filled the air as the braai masters were preparing a feast that combined the best of American barbecue with a touch of South African flair.
No way. That's so good. Yo.
There's that sound.
Yo.
You gotta take that one back home with you.
Yo.
New Zealand looking for the steal here, right at the end of this test match. But it's over! It's over! South Africa are back-to-back Rugby World Cup champions. They stand alone with a fourth Webellis Cup.
We won.
Go Bokke! How was that, guys? South Africa won and we're watching it here in America. That was super special. The Boks are on our nerves again, but they won. Today we are standing here. The Springboks are playing in the World Cup final. You've got some South African meat on the grill. Life is good,
on the
man.
braai.
On the braai.
Yeah.
Thanks again for everything, man.
Yeah, it was great. It's our privilege to host both you and Beulah, Huntech Pro here at our home in Georgia, and we thought we'd invite a number of our friends and some clients of yours that have been with you to South Africa. There's a few of them running around here, and just give them a taste of South African meat and some South African rugby, and the Springboks won the World Championship, so that was awesome. It's been great. This is just the very beginning of your trip here with us. So, I mean, this is one of the things you've been on an American podcast in Seezyn, the Treezyn podcast.
Yeah, that's
and now we've had a little bit of an American cookout, and we watched the Springboks win the World Championship.
Yeah.
And we're just off to another grand adventure. For sure.
Now we're gonna watch the Georgia Bulldogs do it here back here on the big screen, and then we're gonna enjoy some delicious South African boerewors.
That's right.
And lamb chops on the braai.
Yeah, to be lekker, man.
Thanks again, brother. The following morning, we woke up very early.
So guys, it's just past 4 in the morning, and we're on our way to Tennessee, Nashville.
My dear friend Dennis Stover invited us to come watch our first NFL game.
Our travels north from Georgia towards Nashville were filled with anticipation and excitement. We were on our way to meet old friends, Dennis and the guys who had invited us to come and watch an NFL game at the Nissan Stadium from a box. Now, I've been told that only the elite gets the opportunity to sit in a box. So this was truly a significant and memorable experience for us.
Dennis had another surprise for us. He gave us a field pass experience. Now what this means is we could get access to go onto the field and to see the players up close.
Johan, Beulah, Mike, we're all here. So. It is warm.
Mike, brother, I can't believe we're standing on the field here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, this is the Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. You are here with a special football game between the Tennessee Titans, used to be the Houston Oilers, but now they're the Tennessee Titans, and the Atlanta Falcons. Not only are we on the field, but we have box seats right up there, because Huntech Pro are like superstars here in the United States. I would never be able to get this royal treatment, but because I'm with you and Beulah, we get treated like superstars because Huntech Pro just is rocking this world.
Yes.
Now, who's Dennis to you? Tell them who Dennis is.
So Dennis Stovey hunted with us in previous in the season. Since then, he's become a dear brother and good friend of Huntech Pro. So Dennis and the Stover family, guys, we can't say thank you enough for being so heartwarmed and opening up your hearts for Huntech Pro, and to invite Mr. Mike Austin from Treezyn also to join us on this amazing experience. Thank you, guys.
So Dennis is one of your clients who appreciates you so much that not only does he come back to hunt with you, bring his friends to hunt with you, trust you with that, he has invited you and Beulah and me to this football game, box seats, and given us field passes for the football game.
So
because
insane.
Huntech Pro is that special, brother, and you and Beulah make it that way. Right. I mean, I don't know anybody, right, that gets treated like this, but it's because of who you are and how well you treat other people. This is why you get treated like this rock star, because you treat other people like rock stars, and we appreciate you.
Brother, just thank you, and guys, thank you again, Dennis and your family. We can't say thank you enough, and brother, thank you for driving us around here and in sharing this experience with us, man.
Yeah, man.
Go Titans!
Go Titans!
We headed back up to the box, but we quickly went into the stand because they said there would be a flyby while we were singing the national anthem. And man, was this an amazing experience for me to witness, to see how proud the people are of their nation. Was something spectacular to see.
As we arrived at the stadium, the magnificence of the event hit us. The atmosphere inside Nissan Stadium was electric. The type of crowd spirit we witnessed was unlike anything we had ever experienced locally at a sports event. The energy was undeniable, with fans passionately chanting and cheering for their team. The sense of unity and enthusiasm among the crowd was contagious, creating an environment that was both exhilarating and amazing. From our vantage point in the box, we had a perfect view of the entire stadium. The luxury and comfort of the box were impressive, but what stood out the most was the vibrant atmosphere. The pyrotechnics, the roar of the crowd, and synchronized chants created a spectacle that gave me goosebumps throughout the game. Leaving Nashville, we continued our journey north to Ohio, filled with anticipation for the next leg of our trip. The weather was hot and humid coming from Nashville, with temperatures around 86 degrees, reminding us of the warmth back in sunny South Africa. However, the next morning brought a surprising and drastic change. We woke up to bone-chilling temperatures around 28 degrees. The sudden shift from the previous day's heat to the frigid cold was something we were not used to. The icy air and frosty breath was an extreme contrast to our usual surroundings.
Magnum Archery, your partner in tournaments, hunting, and anything to do with a bow and arrow. We offer a bespoke string building experience and can service any brand of bow there. We are here to supply you with all your archery needs and keep you up to date with the latest technologies and trends. bow hunting and target archery. This is our game.
At Orphan Weapons, we have a dedicated team of professionals that are extremely passionate about firearms. We specialize in custom rifle building, accurizing, customization, repair and general sales of firearms and their related accessories. Each firearm receives our signature attention to detail, met with unique insight gathered through more than 50 years' experience as gunsmiths. We look forward to assist you in your firearm needs.
Oberholzer Taxidermy strives to portray your hunting trophies in as realistic a state as possible. We give you a trophy that you aren't simply proud of or would like to add to your collection, but also your very own prized piece of Africa along with fond memories of our land. Hunting is an incredibly rewarding sport. Complement your prize with professional taxidermy services at Oberholzer Taxidermy.
Josh Miller from Triple Point Outdoors invited both Huntech Pro and Treezyn to come hunt with him in Ohio. So this would be our first stop to see if we could get lucky in Ohio.
As we traveled through Ohio, we were captivated by the beauty of Howard. This area gave us a glimpse into a world that felt both serene and timeless. Our journey brought us to the welcoming doorstep of Josh Miller and his family, who hosted us at their cozy home.
So guys, I can't believe that we made it to Ohio. Josh, thank you for having us here, man.
It's a pleasure to have you. Can't wait to hunt with you. It's going to be a fun experience. It's a little cold, so get ready for that. But we can't wait to share everything here in Ohio with you and how we do things in America and the food and the culture and just share some fun hunts. So we're excited to have you.
Yeah, man, it's the first time I'm experiencing cold like this, so we're excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get you to use a grunt call and see how that goes, and we don't scare them off. But it's a fun time of year to be here, so hopefully we have some activity.
Well, I haven't used a grunt call in my life before, so hopefully I can do it right.
I think you'll be all right. You know, you gotta be careful, but I think you'll get the cadence down. It's a lot of fun.
Josh, just thank you again for giving this opportunity for us and also for Mike from Treezyn. We really appreciate it, man.
It's gonna be a blast to host you guys here for the days that you're here, and can't wait to see you have some success here in the States and continue hunting and have a lot of fun.
So guys, stay tuned. I think we're gonna have a great time.
The Miller home, with its inviting atmosphere and charming decor, immediately made us feel comfortable. The Miller's home was a haven of comfort. We spent our evenings by the fireplace, engaged in deep conversations and shared stories about our respective cultures and experiences. Our fascination grew as we encountered the Amish community for the first time. Their simple and peaceful lifestyle stood in stark contrast to the hustle and bustle we were accustomed to. We were particularly struck by the sight of Amish kids traveling to school by horse-drawn carts. It was amazing to see how they moved about independently, with a sense of security and freedom that seemed almost foreign to us. The landscapes of Howard, with its rolling farmlands and quiet, picturesque roads, seemed to perfectly frame the tranquil way of life of the Amish. Despite the unexpected weather, we embraced the new experience. Bundling up in layers, we ventured out into the crisp, cold air, marveling at how quickly the environment has transformed.
Thanks for preparing everything for us, but we saw a lot of nice bucks on the camera, so I hope that, with this cold, it's gonna help us, It should, yeah. I mean, the corn's up, so we're waiting to get out of the fields, but I think with the cold, they're gonna be up moving. We saw some this morning, so you guys saw a little buck, right? Yeah. So they should be up and moving around. Well, thank you again for everything you have prepared for us, and let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an exciting week. Yeah. It's cold right now.
Our first set of the trip took us to a blind that was situated next to a cornfield. There was a trail running from the wood line into the field, passing directly in front of our blind, making it a prime spot for deer activity.
A little island coming out. Your food is, of course, here. Okay. They cut across there, that trail right there. And they cut this way, they come this way. Okay. So basically, all you do is focus on right here.
Okay. So I've got some of that Black Widow deer lures. Where can I put out? some of that.
You put it on some of these stalks right here before you come back in. Put it on the top of the stalk so it blows in the wind.
Okay.
Good.
Sweet.
Good luck, guys.
So I'll be putting some out of this doe pheromones. Hopefully that will get the big bucks ready for the session. And I'll also be putting up some branch butter. I hear this is a must for using in hunting whitetail. So let's get that out as well. And then we'll wait about 30 minutes and let's see what's going to happen.
Josh had a custom grunt call made for us. This was very special and unique. But with this said, I've never used a grunt call in my life before. We had some good laughs in the blind the first afternoon using this grunt call because I've never used this thing in my life before.
We saw where bucks had made scrapes along the trail, so everything seemed promising. Sitting still, waiting for the slightest sound of movement or possibility of a deer made the cold even more intense.
This segment's brought to you by Triple Point, makers of the revolutionary Clovis broadheads. 100% American made. Order yours at triplepointoutdoors.com.
So, it's our first morning here in Ohio, and it is very cold. I think it was about 32 Fahrenheit when you got into the blind.
It was 26 driving up.
26?
Yeah.
That's super cold, guys. That's like minus 2 degrees Celsius. This is definitely a new experience from both myself and Beulah to see how cold it can be and why you're hunting in this cold. Beulah, hopefully a nice buck will show up so that you can smoke it with a raven.
Yeah. Let's hope for the best and see what happens.
Hours went by, and as the sun broke through the treetops, the temperature dropped even more. With no movement of animals made the wait so much more excruciating. At least with some adrenaline fueled by a glimpse of movement, it would have helped with the cold. But we haven't had any of that while sitting in that blind. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful during our time in that blind, so we regrouped and decided to move to a different property. The new spot that they took us was inside the woods, a blind that was set up on top of a trailer overlooking a corn pile. Again, we sat for hours without any sign of deer. We just saw a few squirrels and chipmunks.
What? When we drove back from the cornfield, I noticed something that looked like snow. This is called flurries, and this was the first time that we experienced snow.
For South Africans to experience this for the first time, this is so awesome.
Man, I'm so cold, but it's so amazing. Wow.
Guys, we've never seen snow in our life before, so to experience this like this now here in America, it's super awesome, guys.
Wow.
Josh invited his friend Troy Forrester with to help him set up this hunt for us. Greenlight Outdoors is a brainchild of Troy's, and he started this out for the love of the outdoors and hunting.
Early morning. We're in the woods already. We have to keep quiet and sneak into the blind. But it's amazing to see the snow and the leaves this morning. So hopefully this will be a rewarding morning for Beulah to get a nice buck.
We moved to a different spot because we didn't see any activity. This blind was placed inside the woods.
We then went to the pop-up blind that was situated a little ways from where the trailer blind was, to a blind that you can see through from the inside out, but not from the outside in.
We'll stop, because sometimes they come running in, sometimes they come in slow, but you just never know. It depends on how they feel. Okay, so I'm no professional, I'm just...
So while we were in this blind, Troy used some techniques to call in some bucks. First, he took out a grunt call and showed me how it's properly done. Then he pulled out some of these plastic antlers. Now the antlers, when he clashes them against each other, it sounds like two bucks that are fighting. Now because we were hunting in the rut, if another dominant buck hears other bucks fighting, he would come and look what's going on.
That was a pretty cool experience to sit there and you can actually see around you, not being limited to look through a single window in one direction. We only saw a glimpse of a spikebuck that passed through, and that was about it for our hunt in Ohio.
So guys, we've had a tough few days here with the cold and with everything. Josh, tell us a little bit about how difficult whitetail hunting can be. Yeah, it's the cold and it's hard because it's been wet, so the beans came off early, the soybeans came off, or combined early, but there's a lot of corn up, and last night after I shot that buck, I jumped an even bigger one up above in the corn, and they bed down and they lay in it all day, so it's been really difficult to entice them to come out of the corn. But we're gonna get some bait out this afternoon and put some estrus scent out, and try to get some bucks and dice to come in a little closer. Yeah, guys, it's an awesome experience for us to see how difficult it can be hunting here in the States. I wouldn't say it's a given in South Africa every time, but we are more used to see more animals every day. So hunting this time of the year is definitely a challenge. But Josh, bud, we just want to say thank you for everything you've been doing for us here, man. It's been awesome. It's been so fun to have you and host you and just a different place with you and see what we can experience. To be able to harvest that buck last night was awesome to have you guys here when I did it, and fill my tag this year. So looking forward to trying some more here tonight. Awesome.
We decided to make up for time spent being unsuccessful. So we traveled back to Kentucky, to an area where Johan had harvested his beautiful velvet buck last year. We had high hopes to get something down while in Kentucky.
Yeah, well, you're at the point where you decided to go to the
To watch Huntech's episodes or to find out more about their sponsors and destinations, visit their website and follow them on their social platforms to stay up to date.
To the thrill of Ahoo!
Two jets flew over the stadium.
Oh God!
Did you see there's a buck? There was a buck.
Sub-Sahara geese trying to call his mating or something, I don't know.